What's good, YouTube? Back at it with the third reaction of the day, Coronavirus by Tom MacDonald. Now, Tom is known for some controversial stuff, so I don't know if that's what's coming. I know he's originally from Canada. He's been doing music for a while, but he just recently kind of blew up with a lot of his songs, and they're all really good. I like most of his songs. There are a couple misses for me, but I mean, it is what it is. You don't like everything everybody puts out, but I do like Tom MacDonald as an artist. His art is amazing, and he's able to do a lot of things with like his flow, his words. Like The House was a very cool metaphor throughout the whole thing that I enjoyed listening to, and it's still one of my favorite songs. It's like if a soft, strong, or how does it go? Strong, choppy seas make a strong sailor. So I think the heavens for the stormy weather, and you can't judge a car by its paint job. Some of my favorite lines from The House. I think that's The House. I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, Tom MacDonald is killing the game now on YouTube. I like most of his songs. White Boy was what got me hooked. I thought his opinions on the subject were really well put, and I enjoyed listening to it. I thought it came out at a great time, which was opposite of Joyner Lucas, who also had a really good song. So yeah, I'm about to hit up Tom MacDonald Coronavirus. Also, the stuff he's done with MadChild, for the most part, I liked. I liked Sober, which was really good. And then there was another one about, I think, America, which was good. I don't remember the title. But yeah, I thought it was really good. I thought MadChild did a really good job on Sober, and so did Tom.
I don't know what to think about this virus. Started in China, now everybody in America's hiding. There's no groceries cause people start to panic and buy it. The shelves are empty, the ones with plenty already stockpiling. Y'all making memes, think it's funny? Wait a week till the riots. Wait a month till the only way to eat is be violent.
Very good, very smart message right there. You know, right now everybody's scared. Obviously so. It's smart to be prepared. Don't be scared, but be prepared. Don't be over-prepared, because then you're taking food out of other people's mouths. And so, yeah, I think that's a good message, you know. Right now, everything's tame, but wait until something happens. Hopefully we don't get to that point. Hopefully this thing blows over relatively quick, and we can go back to our normal lives, but it's affecting it right now.
It's not the sickness that's scary, it's all the people who whiling, the government lying. They're trying to keep us calm through the sirens, you know it's for real. And all the pharmaceutical giants don't have a cure that they can sell you, so now everyone's dying. There's no vaccines or medication made that can fight it. I guess it's time to pray to God we can't rely on the science.
Super smart. It's time to pray to God, because we can't rely on the science. And that's what happens, you know. Science is limited. They are going to probably come out with something, a vaccine. It's going to take a while because it has to go through testing. We have to make sure it's safe for people, and it's going to seem like nobody's doing anything, even though there are a lot of people doing things behind the scenes. But yeah, he's always been against big pharma, and I get that. I know he's done like Sad Rappers, and he talked about, I think on that one it was about drugs, the pharmaceutical companies, but I think there was another song specifically about that. But I'm not necessarily against big pharma, because it costs a lot of money to do the research and get everything done for prescriptions. So yes, it seems like it wouldn't be a lot of money, but it is. And there's a lot of things like GoodRx. If you go to Google GoodRx, they have coupons and you can get it for really cheap.
And everyone around me in a mask and some gloves. The stock market crashed and the bank's about to bust. Tell us sanitize our hands, this will pass. It's a bug, stay inside, you'll be fine till we're trapped there for months.
Also masks, from what I hear, surgical masks that people put on, like the one he has on here, is more to protect other people than you, and you can still get it from other people even if you're wearing it.
It's a ghost town, we're in this together. They're closing all the stores down, we're heading for shelter.
and see, I wish that what he was saying, like, we're in it together. But even now, like, the media finds ways to politicize things, and it's still right versus left, conservative versus liberal, and it just, we need to stop bickering and find a way to do something about this.
It's all war now, they'll always remember when locking all our doors down, we're sticking together. It's all goes down. This a pandemic, but we don't listen to the news because they lied to us for years, so how we know that this the truth?
Exactly. When that's like the boy who cried wolf. You know, you listen to things and you believe it for a while, and then you find out it's all lies, and how can you ever believe, I don't know why I'm waving a pin, but how can you ever believe anything else for the rest of the time that you're listening? Because they've been lying to you for years. They lied about a lot of things. I'm not going to get too political, but...
Because they lied to us for years, so how we know that this the truth? And most of us are young enough to think that we're immune, so we just pass it on to people who won't survive it like you. It's
See, that's another thing. I was listening to people talk, and they said, yeah, even though, and I will be the first to admit that I was still going out, and I was going to coffee shops and places to eat, but then they were like, you know, it's not you need to be worried about, it's everybody else in your life who's old, who has a suppressed immune system, and so we don't need to continue to pass it on.
Either worse than they're telling us, or it's nothing at all. But the school shut down, a ghost town in the mall. They gon' quarantine the city, block the road out of Dodge, then tell us leaving our homes is actually breaking the law. This is just the beginning, you know it's gotta get worse.
I think they are moving. I don't know if they moved to that yet, but it's getting there.
If the doctors get sick, the hospitals won't work. The conspiracy theories all sound like facts, that's for sure. But the fact is, we're trapped on this planet called Earth. And the bleach gone, the bread gone, the water sold out, the meat gone, the milk gone, the pasta sold out. Don't leave anything for anyone, you hoard it for yourself. You'd rather tell them go to hell than be a man and go and help.
Exactly. Be a man and go and help. Be a woman and go and help. Go help. That's the thing. But the thing with the water is they're not cutting off water, so you can still turn on your faucet and drink it.
It's a ghost town, we're in this together. They're closing all the stores down, we're heading for shelter. It's all war now, they'll always remember. We're locking all our doors down, we're sticking together. We're hoping for the best, but we're preparing for the worst. There's one thing we're not scared of, it's hard work. We're up against an enemy that doesn't have a face. There's no bombs we can drop, there's nowhere we can aim. There's no soldiers to stop with a tank at the gates. There's no cure that we've got or a pill we can take. There's no food, it's been bought. The truth is, we're afraid. We sit inside our rooms and we pray. It's a ghost.
Yes, it's so deep.
Ghost town, we're in this together.
I actually want to hear that last part again because I really liked it.
We're hoping for the best, but we're preparing for the worst.
And that's something the military always tells you, you know, hope for the best, but always be prepared for the worst. And so it's like there's preparing and then there's over preparing. I think a lot of people now are over preparing, and that's hurting other people who are trying to prepare.
There's one thing we're not scared of, it's hard work. We're up against an enemy that doesn't have a face.
Yeah, that's I mean, both hard work is one thing that we have to do. We have to work hard to get rid of this. I mean, there's not a whole lot we can do, you know, again, because we're up against somebody who doesn't have a face.
There's no bombs we can drop, there's nowhere we can aim. There's no soldiers to stop with a tank at the gates. There's no cure that we've got or a pill we can take. There's no food, it's been bought. The truth is, we're afraid. We sit inside our rooms and we pray.
Yep, and it's times like this. There was a book that was written that says there's no atheist in foxholes, and this is, our houses are now like our foxholes. You know, you're in it and you're ready to fight, but you're relying on God.
It's a ghost town, we're in this together. They're closing all the stores down, we're heading for shelter. It's all war now, they'll always remember. We're locking all our doors down, we're sticking together. It's all ghost town.
Be smart, be strong, be safe. Together we will overcome. Yes, do your part. his girlfriend does really good. Is a really good cinematographer. She does, I think, all of his songs, and she's crushing it. I think that's it. So, Tom MacDonald. I loved it. I thought that was another great hit from you. It's going to my Tom MacDonald playlist. I do have one of those. Yeah, so keep making the hits, man. I love it. You're doing well. 790,000 subscribers, You're crushing it. But you're getting views, and that's all that matters. Because a lot of the stuff that Tom MacDonald talks about is pretty accurate, and people need to know what's accurate, not what's made up, not what people believe, but what's accurate. And he pushes the bounds of what people believe in order to get different views across. We have to respect everybody's views, and if we don't necessarily believe what he believes, doesn't mean he's wrong, doesn't mean you're right. Maybe there's a middle ground, but he pushes a lot, so I like it a lot. I don't know if any of that made sense, but it is what it is. Anyways, YouTube, until next time, smile like you mean it from the Bushy Beard.